Hello everybody, welcome back to another Retro Recap. Rob here. I'm just going to go over today's game is the Addams Family for the Game Boy. I haven't done a Game Boy game yet. I used to have a Game Boy back in the day. Played mostly Tetris on it, and all I remember ever playing on it was Tetris. But I'm playing this Addams Family game, doing kind of a month of October Halloween kind of special thing where I'm just doing some horror games and playing some games that involve some horror movies or whatever, like Beetlejuice or Halloween or any of those. So today's is the Addams Family. Thought I'd give a Game Boy game a chance and see if we can get by this. Started it up thinking it would be a pretty easy playthrough and easy game. There is one achievement that was a little bit more difficult because it said it was only a 1.65 ratio. Again, I was like, oh, that should be too bad. I just want to kind of play and casually get through this game. There's one that is a Deathless achievement. You know how I feel about Deathless achievements. They're never that fun, especially if they are the whole entire game of Deathless. I don't mind like level based Deathless achievements, but when it's the whole entire game and there's one-shot mechanics, it kind of frustrates me. But either way, we're going to go through the walkthrough and get it done. I have a full walkthrough of my Deathless achievement. I will provide commentary as I go, but I'm just going to go ahead and get this video started up here, and then we'll go through it, and I'll kind of describe what's going on here in the game. So turn this music up just a touch here. So in the last ditch attempt to save their home from Telly Alford, the family attorney, he's after their family fortune. If you've seen the movie, this game was developed back in 1992. All the people, all the family have been kidnapped, and Gomez arrives at the house and he has to find the family and recover them and get all the riches back, basically, and take on Tully, the attorney. So for this, you want to start out, you want to go immediately to the left. You have ghosts here, you have bats here. There's some traps also on this game. The traps you can just jump directly over, and we're gonna go to the graveyard. Here is on the left. You're gonna hit these ghosts one shot with a dagger, not too hard. Your dagger has a certain amount of energy to it, and that's in the bottom right hand corner there. It's a bar. You can refill it with like that vial right there that I just picked up. That'll refill your dagger potion. You're gonna switch through weapons with select. You have your health. You have 4 health hearts, and the health doesn't really matter in this game. It's not really that big of a deal. It's more about the one-shot mechanics, especially when you're going for the Deathless. So here we're going to get to the end of the graveyard. We're going to go into this crypt, and you're going to be fighting Death right off the bat. Death is shooting skulls out, and if you look where I'm standing right there, I'll pause it here real quick. Staying in that position right there, and the reason why I'm so close is because if you time it right, I usually duck here just to play it safe, because those skulls will kill you in one shot. So here's your first one-shot mechanic where you can die and have to reset, especially if you're playing on hardcore and trying to get this achievement on hardcore, you'll have to reset. So what I do is I just stay right there. You don't want to move too close to him because you will hit him. It doesn't matter if you get hit by him. It won't kill you instantly. It's the skulls that will kill you instantly. So I just stay here, and when he shoots a skull, I jump up, and then what I'm doing is spamming daggers, and you're trying to hit him in the head, essentially. So you can usually spam, sometimes I spam 2-3 daggers at a time when I jump up. So he'll die fairly quickly. So that's it. He's dead. We've rescued Wednesday, and she's going to give you a golf club, which is completely worthless in this game. It's a really crap weapon. And she tells you can go, she hopes you can swim. So it's kind of an indication of like you're supposed to go to swimming level next, and go get that done. But that's not the way I work it here. I'll show you the reason why in a minute. Make sure you're killing all these ghosts as you go. The ghosts respawn, so you can walk off the screen and come back on and then shoot them again to gain points. You're gaining about 250 points per ghost that you hit. They only take 1 dagger. The bats take 2 daggers, and they're only worth about 250. The spiders are also, they're going to take 2 daggers, like you can see that one took 2 there. So it's not really worth using your daggers on the bats or the spiders. Just kind of stick with hitting the ghosts. You want to get your score up because there's an achievement for 100,000 points at the end of the game. So you want to make sure you have enough points You will get a ton of points from the boss fights, but you also want to make sure you have enough to get that 100,000. Because I have gotten to the end, I've had like 99,800. So you can definitely get close, but just to make sure you're buffing those ghosts and killing them as you go and using up. You'll get plenty of dagger juice on most of the boards. There's a heart there. We're gonna go into the boiler room here next. The boiler room's got rats in it. Don't even bother killing these rats. You can just jump on them to stun them, and then just keep going. You're gonna go up to the top right, as far as you can go, as high as you can go. And here we're going to grab the wolf potion, and the wolf potion is going to make you run faster and jump faster, so just be aware of that. Here I'm going to take this jump. Like if you see there that I moved back when I hit that rat, and that's really important on this next part here. See, I dropped down here. You can go up to that upper part and then try to take this massive jump right here, but you see I went down, so now you can see where that pipe is. If you're up on that top level, you're not going to see that pipe down there. And if you fall between these two pipes, you're instantly dead. So that's another reset point. You can take that whole jump, but I found several times when I tried to take that whole entire jump and I would hit that rat, and then that rat would hit me backwards, and then I would fall and die. So I did it this way to play it safe. It's a little bit easier to play it safe that way. So here's our second boss. It's the devil. He's got a tail that comes down. To me, it looks like a dick, and he's like popping a boner or something, but whenever he pops a boner, you're gonna shoot him with your dagger like that. So when his tail's down, you're gonna hit him, and that's so he's just taking a hit there. So it's really important for this boss, because this boss is probably the hardest boss in the game, to make sure you stay down there, jump over him right there, and like if you do this sequence exactly, you can get the no hit achievement on this guy. I think this guy was probably the hardest to get the no hit on. All the other ones were super easy. So and then there, his tail's down. You're gonna shoot him, jump over him. You can see how I'm jumping over him. But right here, like you can see where his pitchforks are. If those clip you, that negates the no hit achievement. So you're gonna want to look and see if your achievement's listed on the bottom of the screen. If it goes away, then I would just die here, kill yourself, and redo the board over. But here I'm going for the Deathless achievement, so it doesn't matter if I get hit. So there I'm hitting him with 2 daggers, but see right there he went up. I didn't wait long enough for him to come over, so he started to go up, and that dagger or that pitchfork is hitting me right now, and that took away an entire heart's worth of health. So here I'll get in more into the rhythm. So there you can see him jumping over him, not taking any damage there, hitting him with 2 daggers. Again, wait till he starts moving to the left, and then we're going to jump over him again and just keep doing that over and over again. So now I'm not taking any damage, and this is how you get the no hit achievement, is just keep doing this. After you do it like once or twice, you should get it without taking a hit. It was just I jumped too early on that first jump, but like I said, by this point I had already gotten the achievement, and I was just going for the Deathless on this one. So keep doing that. You'll eventually die. You'll rescue Grandma. Grandma's going to give you some hot coals. She's just, hot coals are really helpful for later on in this next board. All the boards that have hearts, potions, whatever you need, respawn, so you can like leave the board, come back, and get health again, or refill any of your potions at any time. So you need a refill on your daggers. If you need a refill on your hearts, because you're getting low and you took some hits, just go refill it with the heart, just going on and off the screen. So that's kind of nice. Here we got some spiders. Spiders, just jump on them and stun lock them. We're going to go up and to the right as far as we can go. Just keep taking the stairs all the way up. You're going to see a ghost there. Move to the left. Just keep going up. Normally you would go to the swim level, and the reason why I go to this level first up here is because this level gave me the most grief. Every time I would go do a run, I would get to this level and then I would die instantly, and I would have to restart the whole entire run. So I didn't want to waste extra time going to the swimming level, because the swimming level is not likely that you're going to die. This level is probably the most likely that you're going to die on, just because there's a lot of jumps and one-hit death mechanics. So those spikes up at the top you see up there, they look like kind of like pipes coming down or whatever. Those will kill you instantly. So you can't jump too high. If you jump too high, you're dead. Then there's also the spikes on the bottom, which will kill you instantly, like right there. So you have spikes at the top and spikes on the bottom, so it's and they're all one shot. So these little blocks will disappear. You can see some are sad face, some are happy face, and the sad face ones are the ones that actually don't go away. It's the smiley face ones that do go away. So you're gonna want to jump on the ones with the sad. And if you do, like, see if they do go away, if you jump quick enough, you can make that jump. Where the problem is with this board is sometimes like the jump mechanic wouldn't register and I would hit the button and I would just fall. So you got to kind of time your jumps correctly on that. Keep killing these toys that you see here, like the cars and the tops and anything on this board. Just kill it because you need all those points, and you don't really need your dagger on this level at all. And you can refill your dagger juice right here anyways. So right here, watch out. Like I fell there, no big deal. I was just like, well, I'll just farm some more points, no big deal. We're gonna go back to the left over here. We're gonna get this potion. Like right above this potion, there's a spike coming down from the ceiling, so don't jump straight up there, because that's instant death. And these spring guys are easy. You can either go under them or just kill them. So here's where things start to get a little dicier. You just got to be mindful of your jumps. Make sure you're jumping on the ones that don't disappear. So those little glob guys, we'll get to those in a second. Here you got a smiley face next to a sad face. You want to try to make it onto the sad face on all these, and avoid those disappearing and then falling down. Here you can run under these spikes, so don't try to go up. I would recommend just killing that dude on the bottom and then running under those. Now if you jump on these blob guys, they will shoot you directly up into the spikes and you'll die. So don't jump on those guys, just avoid them. Don't try to kill them. You can't shoot them either, so you have to just kind of avoid them. Here we're going to make sure I jump onto that. There's a potion right there that you can get. You can actually throw down an ice cube if you go to the water level first, and then you can grab that. I just avoid it because you don't need the dagger, and you already got like quite a bit of dagger juice. So we're going to fall down again. Still got one more board to go on this. Like I said, this is probably the most difficult level. If you jump straight up here, you're dead. Kill these guys with your daggers and just keep running. This is probably one of the hardest parts. I died here so many times. Just because you have two smiley faces here and there's a spike there. So you have to kind of time your jump correctly. What I suggest doing is jumping onto you'll see here, I'll jump onto the far side of this first one. And then the second one will start to disappear and I'll be jumping right when that happens. If you don't time that right, you're dead. So that used to always, I mean, that just gave me so much grief and irritated the hell out of me, especially after a long run. And then you're going to make it to that next one. And then I recommend just keeping your momentum and jumping and moving to the right. You get lucky doing all that. Good on you, man, because that part sucked for me. Also, this part right here, you're going to want to be, you can see there's a spike right above my head. It won't hit you, but you have to jump far to the right here. Otherwise, if you jump straight up, you're going to hit that and then you'll die. So little stupid things like that just kind of ruin the game. And then this part, you can just stick to the sad faces on that part. And see, you can see that my dagger went right through that guy. If you get hit, you are invincible for a little bit. But the invincibility, you can't shoot your dagger. So just FYI on that. You have to wait until your invincibility's gone. So now it's the third boss. Which would technically be the fourth boss if you go to the swimming level first. This guy's super easy. You're going to jump up to the top brick. You're going to switch to your fireball or your hot coals that grandma gave you, and you're just literally just going to sit here and wait. And he's a giant toy with a ball and chain, and then you're just going to jump to the right and you're just going to spam your fireballs, and he doesn't even take a fourth of the fireballs and he's dead. So super easy to get a no hit on that. Now you're going to get Pugsley. Pugsley's going to give you building blocks. Building blocks are completely worthless. They don't really help you do anything in the game, much like the golf club. So now that we got that board complete, this is when I suggest going to the water level, because that board's definitely, in my opinion, was like one of the hardest boards, and I would have the most random just like deaths on that. And I was like, I'm gonna skip the water level to, in case I do die on that, then I don't have to go through the whole entire water level every single time. So hopefully that'll help you with that too, because it's not necessary, but you do need to open that door to go to Fester. You do need to go to the water level. You have to kill all the bosses for this achievement and be deathless for it. So the only bosses are the Grim Reaper, the Devil, the Toy, and then now we're going to be going to the Octopus, and then you're killing the Attorney, Tully. So here we get the gills. It's a swimming potion, so now we're on a swimming level. I don't suggest hitting the bottom. Just try to avoid those bottom spikes. I don't know if they do damage or if they're instant death, because I've never actually hit them. I've just always avoided them. They're pretty easy to avoid. Here, another good point on this is that you don't hit A or B to swim, to move up. You actually have to push up. So kind of a stupid mechanic there. You're gonna be pressing basically like up, diagonal up, to keep moving like that, where you're moving straight and kind of moving up. You'll see once you get to that point. Here, I wait until the fish start going back the other way, and then I just kill that top fish. You're gonna kill some of the fish here to get points. You don't have to worry too much about your dagger juice. Just don't kill every single fish, because you will need some of that dagger potion to kill the end boss on this level. Like here, I'm literally just pressing up diagonal to the right and just like jumping out of the water to try to move things along and stay away from the fish. Don't go up too high either, because you'll hit those stalactites or stalagmites or whatever the hell they're called, and that'll do damage to you. You gotta kind of like thread the needle. Keep moving right, keep killing fish. This board's actually really easy. So there's a heart down here you can grab, and then just in case you don't have any hearts, that'll give you full potion. This is probably the toy boss and this boss are the two easiest bosses in the game. You'll have absolutely no problem getting by these two guys. So here I go to the left of the platform, and just make sure I'm standing on like the left side of this. If you're standing too close to him, you'll get hit. And you wait for him to throw out his one tentacle. That's all he'll do. That's his whole attack. And then I just go run up to him and I just spam the hell out of dagger. And it like stun locks him or something, and he just dies. So super easy boss there. You rescue Lurch. Lurch will give you ice cubes. Ice cubes are necessary for completing you know, any water levels or anything where you have to throw down. It's mainly for the icebox level, which I will get those two levels later. There's two optional levels. There's a woods level and an icebox level, and I'm going to do both these after this guide, just so you can see how I did those two levels and got those two achievements for those. The woods one proved to be kind of difficult. Here you grab the potion, and then I go immediately over to the right and kill these bats. They can be really annoying. I've had them screw up my runs before just because they'll like overwhelm you because there's so many of them. So, and then I go up here, do the same thing, kill the bats, kind of just get them out of the way. You don't have to worry about your dagger potion on this level because you're not going to be using it for the boss. If you get hit here, just go all the way up. And now we're going to be hanging out with Fester. Fester's, you know, lost his mind because Tully's tricked him into thinking he's somebody else. And you're gonna hit him. You're gonna switch to fireball here. Now his little thing that he shoots out, whatever that white gob is will kill you instantly. So just another instant death mechanic there that you got to be really careful and watch out for. What you're trying to do here is push him back into that lightning. The lightning's all the way at the end of the board, and once you get him pushed back far enough, you're just gonna keep hitting him, and he's gonna get hit by the lightning. Avoid his fireballs. And eventually, after I think it's 4 hits of the lightning, you will finally die. Well, not die, but he'll be knocked into his wits, I think. And he says, "Oh my God, my head." Now he knows who he is. He's says Morticia's in the lower chamber in the cellar. Go rescue her before she she gets killed. Excuse me. Now we're gonna go down and make our way down to the cellar. Make sure you switch back to your dagger, because every time you fight a boss and you're on whatever weapon or whatever it is, or a new weapon that you get, it automatically goes to that weapon as a default. So you want to switch back to your dagger whenever you do that. You keep going. All the way back down. Spiders, you know, keep killing those ghosts. You can see my scores at about 53,000 right now. You know, you want to make sure you're at the same score I'm at before you get to the end, because that's gonna, you'll get enough points to make it to the what, 100, not 1 million, I thought it was 1 million, but it's 100,000 achievement that you gotta get. Here I just grabbed the potion and the heart. Like, again, you can get that as many times as you want. I was just kind of refilling my fireball there to get it filled, and you have to refill each one, you know, specifically. Like, you have to switch that item, refill it, and then you know, switch to another one and refill that. They don't all refill on one potion, basically. So here I'm going up to the icebox level. There's the icebox level. You watch out for these daggers. I grabbed the Frankenstein here. Basically, it's a potion that allows you to take multiple hits, and I figured, I'm like, well, I'm going for the Deathless here, and if I do get hit, you know, I want to be able to block that. So this helps with that. Not necessary, obviously. But you'll see here, like, you can see where my health is at right now. If I take a hit, it won't really go down. So you're going to avoid the spikes and the ball and chains and the saws on this level. It's pretty self-explanatory for most of these. You're going to wait and just kind of see. Those spikes will kill you in one hit. So those are the ones that we want to watch out for. It really sucks. It's happened to me before where I've made it all the way to this part. And I was like, oh, great. I'm just going to finish this board out and be done. And I've hit that right there. That ball and chain, and then fallen back into these spikes, and it's killed me instantly. If you jump too early or too late, or too early on that, you'll hit that ball. So be careful on that jump there. I don't know if it's because I had the Frankenstein on that it didn't knock me back. I don't know if that's like part of the Frankenstein that it doesn't knock you back, but it actually saved my life there, because normally I'd get knocked back. And then here you're going to keep going. The spikes drop down. You can see I got hit there again. Still didn't take any damage because I'm wearing the Frankenstein. These guillotines, you're just going to kind of walk up to and let them fall, drop down. And then, you know, you're going to get to more saw blades. You're just going to jump, time those saw blade jumps correctly. Nothing too hard here. Now here's where it's kind of deceiving. You see there's a saw blade there. There's a long jump area there. What people don't realize is that there is another little step right there where you can see where the shadow is. So because of the way the board scrolling works, you don't really see that. So where I'm falling right now, you probably think you're going to fall and die, but there's actually a thing there. Again, you even touch these spikes, you're dead. Here I kind of like got tripped up because I was like, oh, I don't remember the sequence of this, and then went back and I was like, oh yeah, I just got a duck. Just keep moving. There's gonna be more spikes falling. Get near the end now. With those two spikes, again, you can drop down. And then here's another, you know, ball and chain area again. That time, see, even I went up there and I thought I had clear, and I still got hit by it. So, like, you gotta watch the hitbox on that. But once you make it by that, then you're pretty much clear, in the clear. This is the end boss, Tully, the attorney. He's got Morticia, and he's basically gonna be throwing daggers at you, and you're gonna be like shooting him with a dagger, and then jumping up and shooting him with a dagger. The first time I played this guy, I actually beat him without like losing any health. This time I actually got hit, which was kind of surprising because I'm like, oh, I'm going for the Deathless. I don't want to get hit. So I got hit there, and you can see that I lost over half my health, or I lost half my health. You lose 2.5 hearts getting hit by that guy. So this guy's like a 2-shot basically if you don't have full health. So just keep that in mind when you get here. If you take 2 hits from his dagger, you're done, and then you're gonna have to reset the whole entire thing again. At this point I was just like, oh my god, I didn't realize he was gonna take that much damage off me. So I'm just kind of like, holy crap. So I'm freaking out probably at this point because I've already like tried to run this like probably 5,000 or 6,000 times. Not that many, but a lot. And so you're gonna try and shoot him and get him to jump. So what I do is I shoot him down low, but also you can't hit his daggers. So like, I don't know, this fight was kind of a mess. I was kind of like all over the place. You're gonna like jump the dagger, shoot him, jump up and shoot him. You can see here I run out of dagger, but luckily I have, you know, I refilled my coals, you know, before I came. I think I refilled my coals, but we had some coals there, and he took one last hit from the coal and died. So I hit him enough times to where he's dead. I got the achievement unlocked that, you know, beating it deathless. You save Morticia. She's my darling Gomez. And, you know, she's about to... It took me like 6 hours. I mean, that's probably way longer than it should have taken just because of the stupid one-shot mechanics. But, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully this will help you get by it. You know, the family's house has been reclaimed thanks to Gomez and his heroism. And the determination of the family has won the day. Poison them, throttle them, hurt them. They'll come back for more, and why? Because they like it. So that's the end. That's the Deathless walkthrough. Like I said, there's certain things there that could be super annoying. I'm not a huge fan of the Deathless, but we got it done regardless. I just had to keep working at it and get it done. Do feel like you get the mastery though with Deathless, but I also feel like they can be extremely frustrating in games like this where you have to waste so much time going through them. It would have been better. I'm cool with Deathless if it's just... So here, that was... My score was 104,000, which also netted me the, you know, 100,000 achievement there. Get the full mastery, but now we're going to go to the freezer level. Let me just kind of speed this up here a little bit. I think I die in this, but freezer level, it's pretty straightforward. You're gonna grab your Frankenstein potion and go to the freezer. Now the only achievement on this is that you're gonna get the ice weapon. The ice weapon works similar to the dagger. So here I'm grabbing the Frankenstein potion, and like I said, you can take multiple hits with the Frankenstein potion. So I'm just kind of running through these penguins first and just going through and being like, oh well, I don't really give a damn, because I just need to get to the end of this board. You're gonna watch out for the spikes. Spikes are one shot, and I recommend for these two achievements, for the ice level and for the woods, I recommend doing these after, if you die on your Deathless playthrough. So if you're going for your Deathless playthrough and say you go to the toy level and you accidentally die on that level, then I recommend going and getting these achievements after that, because then it just kind of is like, okay, you know, I can go for this other achievement now and not worry about dying because I've already died once. So that's what I would do. That's actually what I did. So, and you need like the ice cubes to get by this level. So you're going to need to do the swimming level. There I died on the spikes, like I said. I didn't have the momentum for that jump. So not having the momentum for that jump, you're just going to die instantly. But I'd already died a few times on that. So here I think on this run, I just kind of go grab the potion again and then use the daggers a little bit more than usual to get, you know, kill off these guys. Kind of speed through this a little bit just to get to where I was at. Let's go like right here. But you're going to be jumping through these You will slip and slide on this. Frankenstein doesn't stop you. It would have been cool if the Frankenstein would have actually like stopped you from sliding around, but you can shoot the penguins with daggers if you want, like that. Switch to your ice cube, jump on that. Now, when the ice cube's out, you can't use another ice cube. You have to wait for it to disintegrate first, and then you can use another ice cube. And another reason why that's important is on the next level for the woods. I'll show you that in a second. So here I'm like, oh, well, I'm not gonna do that again. So now you gotta get your momentum going. Full jump. Again. Should have kept my momentum going there too, but I barely made that jump. Go up to the top. Same thing here, you're just gonna like get your momentum. This one I kind of jumped from the top. I found worked a little bit better than I think I jumped from the other part one time and it didn't. I ended up dying. And then here's the end. And once you grab that, you'll get the icicle achievement. So now we're on to the woods. The woods is kind of hard, actually. Like, this board was kind of rough. You will need the ice cube for this, so you will need to complete the swimming level to get it. At least the way I did it. If there's another way to do it, please let me know in the comments. I found this level to be way more complicated than I thought it would be, and it's mainly because of those stupid birds. The birds are really annoying. Jump up to the top of this tree, you can get your potions filled and your hearts filled in case you need more ice cube. You're gonna need like pretty much max ice cube to get by this part right here. I did try throwing boxes on here. It says in the manual, I think, that the boxes are able to float on water, but they don't float on this for some reason. Like, they just fall right through the water. So I still don't really know what the boxes are for. I tried stacking them. You can't even do that either. There I got lucky and the bird hit me and I flew back onto the ice. Most of the time you just fall back into the water and you die instantly. So here I'm like irritated with this damn bird. And I'm like, well, what do I do? I'll probably just try and kill these guys, I guess. Because every time I'd already tried to get by this part several times. And those birds just proved to be a problem, because if you move too far to the right and too far to the left, they respawn the birds. So even if you do kill them, like, all of a sudden you move to the right or left a little bit, and then I actually did that on accident, but I was trying to switch to my dagger. And then if you get hit like that, you can't shoot the damn birds because you're invincible. You have to wait until you're not invincible to shoot the damn birds. It's just, they're annoying as hell. So they take two, I think they take 2 hits each, but found if you duck and then kind of do a jump and do that, it works pretty good. Here, those 2 you can kill and get by. It's this next part that really sucks, because there's usually like 3 birds that spawn here. And I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm like hoping to kill these 2, and you don't want to move too far to the left, and you don't want to move too far to the right. You want to kind of stay where you're at. I feel like there's got to be an easier way to do this. I didn't do it. And after I did this board, I was like, I'm done with this board. I'm never coming back to this board again. So I take both these birds out, and I'm like, okay, cool. My pathway's clear, right? No. So throw it on the ice. All right, you can see I'm running out of ice blocks. So there's one more bird there. And I tried to stay to the right of the cube and jump as far as I could, and it just happened to where I made that jump. So here's the stump, and you're gonna go up to the top of the stump and press up. I believe it's up, yeah. And you go to the right here. This is the Beehive level, so you get an achievement when you complete the woods level for that, and then you're gonna also get an achievement getting the Dracula potion here, which I still to this day don't even know what the hell that does. I didn't look in the manual. I guess I could have read the manual, but it's not necessary for anything. You don't need it to complete the game. You don't need it for anything in particular. Maybe to get back, I don't know. But I just wanted to get this achievement and get it over with, so I could focus more on the Deathless achievement at this point. So you're gonna jump over the spikes, make sure you don't fall in those. There was some slowdown on this board, which was weird. and then there's a Dracula potion, and I knew that you could throw down the box and grab it, but I got hit by that bee, and then it was just like all over. But that's it. I mean, that's all of the Addams family. That's all the boards. That's all the achievements. Hopefully you have some tips and pointers from me that will help you get your mastery done. I found, like I said, most difficult was definitely the Deathless. But you know, it is what it is. I got it done. More frustrating than fun at that point, but I'm gonna move on to some other games. Hopefully I'm gonna try some more Game Boy games. I'm kind of having fun playing the Game Boy games, so if there's a Game Boy game you want to see me play, or let me know in the comments. But I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next guide. Bye.